Welcome back, survivors. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to the Long Dark, where this has been quite the tumultuous week for the series. We started out with getting an extra deer that was great to get, but then we also caught ourselves the dreaded intestinal parasites affliction. And the last episode, though not a disaster, was certainly not a highlight either. So what we're kind of stuck with is we've at least got 6 antibiotic doses to help take us along, so I only need to make up or find a way to get 2 more doses for at least to treat that. But we're running into other problems, like with trying to fix that. We kind of run a little bit out of water. If I can get the firewood, then that's not really difficult to solve. And truth be told, it'd probably be kind of cheating the game bit, but I think what I could do is with how you have like proximity. Once this melts, I might be able to actually set that down on the floor to let it boil beside that, and then just put the skillet onto that cooking spot and let that go through. Although actually... Alright, I also have to deal with we're getting fatigued easier too, but... And I think outside, again, let me get my bearings just after last episode. I think it's pretty cold out, isn't it? It was just dawn, I think, when we like, took a little peek. Yeah, it's dawn, and it is frigid out. How bad is it? Feels like minus 21. So, minus 24 air temperature with a wind chill of minus 7, minus 31 Celsius. Not exactly nice, balmy weather. And I don't think I have anything I can really even work at, because with the parasite risk, I can't read. We're apparently not healthy enough for that. I don't actually know if I could make, like, once the wolf pelts are all cured, start on the jacket. Although, truth be told, I think with how long it takes... Yeah, 25 hours, that's, like, a full day and more, so that would take quite a bit to do. And the travois... Actually, that might be something I could make... Well, I need the cured maple sapling slabs. I wasted a maple sapling making the extra bow. That is just, it's been a little all over the place. I really just gotta take a breather and a moment to like focus and, okay, what do I definitely need to do? At least to start with, I know, is to let this melt. Yeah, if I set that right there... Oh, it says it's paused. Okay, so might as well just let that do that. Yeah, I'm going to let that go through, at least just to keep water being made. I don't think there's anything else I can really do. Maybe I'll just, in order to pass a bit of time, I'll head out, try collecting some sticks. I do have a direction to try going next, though, for, like, looking for these other 2 doses. With having gone up around there and basically saying, ropes are off limits, there's that little pass over there that I can try... Once we're, like, prepared enough for it, going through and seeing what I can find. I mean, there is also up there, but I do know there were at least a couple of wolves in that tight area, so... With not wanting to engage in any fights and trying to save our rifle bullets, I think that way is my best bet for trying to find just possibly things I haven't come across before. Going down to Bitter Marsh, I don't know if I actually was passing Reshi mushrooms. From having done this scouting, it doesn't look like there's even any down around where we have that one building we had found. So we'll probably just do a little tucks in and out of trying to pass a bit of time, and then maybe also doing a little bit of sleep just to try to get some of our fatigue back. Or I guess our stamina. I'm also not even sure what I would call that bar. Like, you have the obvious of, like, your body temperature, your hydration, and your, hunger? So I don't know if I would call that fatigue or energy or etc. know, maybe one thing I'll do is I'll check around by that fire barrel up there again. Because I don't know... I know I had found a couple of things just sitting around. I don't know if I actually, like, tried foraging for any mushrooms or was looking for that at the time. And I could try over there closer to the waterfall itself, but... see nothing. I didn't think there would be, but I figured if I was out just trying to find sticks, it might be worth a little check. Yeah, that pass will be the next way to focus on. Once I'm out of the wind, it seems like we're not losing temperature as badly, so it might be that it will be a warm day once the afternoon does kick in. I do kind of wish you could have had, like, find an old analog alarm clock that you can wind up, and as long as you get to it in, like, before day's end, you keep winding it to try to get a better idea of, like, what time it is.
My fingers feel numb.
Like, considering that's... Hang on. Okay, the memento cache is to the north. So, yeah, rising in the east, set in the west. Okay. That's at least a way to get some bearing, is knowing where the sun, I guess, kind of was, because I'm getting pretty cloudy and overcast again. Okay, 10 sticks there. I don't think... Yeah, there's nothing else I can really do with anything here. Actually, no, I've only got 5 charcoal, so that can stay. That's all basically just fine as is. Yeah, I might as well wait till that's boiled. Get that going. That would take 2 hours. So you know what? I'm going to stock up. This a bit right now. Again, maybe I should try finding a mod that, like, reduces the hitbox of those if possible. Yeah, we're going into the cedar firewood too. That's the last we'll do, though. Yeah, I think 2 hours should be fine for that. Get our sleep in. That gets the bars up a little bit. That's at least another couple liters of water prepped. Okay, there we go. So there's at least like another day or few of water. And truth be told, we're going to snag one right now for a drink. I also have the wolf meat I have to remember to try cooking too while we're going through with parasites. Because at least once we have them, I don't think there's a way for it to get worse even if you eat that. Oh, this is not a good time to be trying to explore in, though. Wonder if I should just try finding maybe another few fur limbs or... Oh, speaking of. Yeah, with an overcast like this, I definitely don't want to try wandering too far from where I know, so... I think all we'll do... Temperature-wise, does seem to be fluctuating, though. It might be this is the best time to stock up on the firewood to be ready to start cooking more. Hey, you know what? I'll put that bit of birch bark I saw into here for now. Yeah, so that's 4 pieces. I think it's about 1.5 hours per piece, so that's 1, 2, 3... I want to say about 4 or 5 pieces of wolf meat if I were to toss all that in to cook. So we'll probably hold off for now. I guess I should check my skills a bit and see how we're doing for progress. Carcass harvesting, we can't really get the book completed, so that's not going anywhere. Cooking has at least gone up a steady way. Mending we can't do much with, and yeah, we're about as far along as we can go. Okay. Yeah, these are all sitting about. I can't do anything or much with right now. I'm going to get just 1 hour sleep, get our heat up, get a little bit of fatigue back, and head back out and see if we can find a couple more limbs. Does make me wish we could actually chop down entire trees or, like, make a firewood stock of, like, logs or something just beside the cabin. Let's see, that we can't do anything with, so we've got to go a little further. Really want to keep my ears open with having had, like, that, I guess, sighting of the bear. It wasn't really a run-in because we avoided it getting really, like, on our tail. But we know there can be a bear in the area, which is not a good thing for us. Yeah, let's break the cedar limb down. Okay, overcast is cleared, which is good. I don't think there's a limb there. I think that's a full trunk, but there is this one here, so we might as well... Oh, it's actually really warm today. We're outside and actually gaining body heat. As much as I would go further, I think I do gotta just take the time to hunker down. Get a lot of firewood stock prepared. And once I've gotten, again, food and water better stabilized, then we'll go exploring more and trying to find what we need.
All I could think about is food.
I know, we're going to address that. Yeah, there's even more firewood over there, but I'm sure that one wolf is also still lingering there too. And I don't really want to contend with that. Yep, heard him howl. Yeah, let's get that going. And I think today is just going to be, we're going to stay around the den, just cook as much as we can.
Come on.
I should see about actually using the whetstone to repair the hatchet and the hunting knife a bit. Especially the hatchet with how much we've been chopping down.
That did it?
Okay, that's a fair bit there. Toss those in. And I think we'll start with grabbing, say, 5 or 6 pieces of wolf meat to cook. There are some moldy pieces, so actually I'll start with those. Moldy, cook that. And while we wait, let's... Oh. I haven't ruined the whetstone yet, have I? Where? Oh, no, don't tell me I actually have. I thought I still had a whetstone sitting somewhere. Oh, shoot. That makes it even more finite for... Oh.
Need to eat soon.
Balls. Uh-huh. Right. Well, okay. We'll sleep for an hour. Eat that wolf meat once it's cooked. Actually, no. First, we'll check the condition of it to make sure it's not too bad, because I do not want to have food poisoning also happen to us as well. Yeah, it says fresh. Doesn't seem to be any issue with that, so we'll have that. Cook another piece of the moldy stuff. Have a drink. And just kind of do this back and forth for a while. Get a little bit of rest in, check the meat, switch out, and just repeat till we're a bit low. That on, that's got 5 hours to go, so that should be okay there. Bed should be somewhere around here. Oh, there we go. Another hour. One thing I'm actually very glad that Long Dark doesn't have is you can overheat and sweat and then have that cause you issue. Because in reality, that would be a big problem. And yeah, might as well have. I think in the morning we'll have another one of our teas or whatever. Yeah, I was keeping the... You know what? I will keep the two separate still. And maybe I'll just try to cook every single thing. That way I have the full stockpile ready to go. I should, I think, have enough firewood for that. Yeah, 8 hours should be enough to cook everything else. Just got to find the bed. Sleep. The reason I'm not using the bedroll for just like making it more convenient is I'm not sure if it's true still or not, but I think you actually go through the bedroll condition every time you sleep in it. So this is a way of trying to preserve what I've got on the go. Five hours. Just back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. So, yeah, that's actually going to be just enough there. Actually, if we're lucky, we'll maybe even get this up to, well, I don't think we'll get to cooking level 3 at the rate we're going, but we're going to get at least probably halfway through level 2. I think it's only once we reach level... I think it's level 5 is you get rid of the parasite risk. I know at max level you have basically, you can eat anything without risk of parasites or food poisoning or stuff like that, but... I can't remember if you get the parasite risk removed a little earlier or not. Back around. That's cooked. Last one's cooking there. Hour 44 there. Oh, there's the bed. There we go. Last bit of sleep we need. We've actually managed, because of this little cycle, we're fully rested now on this wake up. That needs an hour till melted, so you know what? We'll add another piece of fir firewood just that way. While the fire is still going, we can get the water stockpiled too. And for all this animal fat, I still don't have anything I can really do with it. I haven't been able to... Actually, haven't even found rabbits around our area. Although I think it's actually the ptarmigan you need for making up the broth to cook with. But I should actually check that just in case to see. So yeah, if I go here, that at least keeps us warmed up. Okay, so to cook... Yeah, broth, it's ptarmigan raw. I don't know if it would have to be ptarmigan or it could just be any raw meat. And I could make cooking oil, but I think I've actually already got cooking oil anyway, so that's not going to help us. Honestly, next time I should check and see. Like, it does seem to list a specific ingredient on the right there. But I don't know if broth really does need it. It has to be, like, poultry meat for it, or it could be something else, but... Yeah, we'll just let that be, and sleep for a couple... Nope, nope. Yeah, fire's going for 2 hours, so we might as well sleep for that. If we can. We might actually wake up early because of how we're rested. Actually, one of the first times I think I'm waking up in pitch black. Yeah, that's boiled. So a little bit more water. A little bit more water. A little bit more water. And I think with what time it probably is, we'll go for another one of our... Actually, did that... I don't know if that treated it or not. I guess we'll... Oh, that is something I should have checked on. Because I think if I used it in the inventory here, it would have had, like, the... Do you want to use these on your dosage or not? Okay, you know what? Let's try for the door to see what it's like out. My guess is probably either very early morning or... Oh, actually... wind again is pretty bad, but... You can at least be outside for a minute or two. Again, I've been stuck just, like, hunkered down in this little bit of a cycle. So I'm going to do something a bit stupid, and maybe while it's quiet, go up here. I was really hoping... I think, like, if I'm looking for a specific animal, I'd probably actually be looking for the ptarmigans above rabbits. Just because if I can get 2 ptarmigan kills, I can bring those back, pluck them for the feathers, make up that improvised wrap, and that, I think, will help us quite a bit when it comes to dealing with the cold. Because that is our constant enemy in the long dark. But yeah, I'm going to see if we can go and maybe find some more reishi mushrooms this way. I did have a little bit of spray paint to point us back that way.
Looks like I made it through another night.
We got rose hips. Right, there's the... Nope. Another crow feather. Well, actually... Enough for another arrow if we had another arrowhead. Yeah, I haven't been through this way to see what's down here. I don't think it's too close to the other way we've been. I think I started this way and then I heard a wolf or saw a wolf and turned around. I've searched that, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's been searched. I don't want to get into a fight with a wolf, but again, I need to find 2 more extra doses for treating the parasites. Ooh. Actually, is this a cave over here? It is. Oh. This is a bear cave. Bones usually mean... Oh, God. Okay, I don't think it's in here right now. At least it's a little bit of extra easy firewood, but, like... I've been pretty close to a bear cave this entire time. Because that's, I think, the only cave we've come across that we've seen the bones at. So I wonder if he just wanders through, like, these passes and into these little valley areas.
Cold is making my head feel thick.
Although, unfortunately, doesn't look like there's a thing over here for us. Oh, maybe. That way looks like they might have something. And another climbing rope, but this one is a very tall rope. 2 ledge spots, but we're not going to worry about that. I think we're going to head back for the den because of how cold it's getting. But I wonder where that leads up to. Again, Ash Canyon is... You really probably want to be in endgame gear coming up and exploring this area. There are so many ropes and different elevation spots. It can be really tricky to figure out where you're even going. So my only, the only directions I can see going are through this way further and into that little archway we found back there, or through Bitter Marsh and hoping we come across reishi mushrooms on some tree trunks. I don't think we're going to come across Burdock Root, given we only really spotted it by the gold mine, so it's probably in more remote spots. Finding that bear cave, or bear den there, is going to be a little more cautious about here. Like, at least we have Old Man's Beard, but I mean, I've been pretty good about not getting attacked by the wolves. We haven't done anything too stupid to have to get into many confrontations with them. Well, actually, one thing I could do... Once we get back into the cabin, I should actually see if I can harvest the improvised head wrap and maybe get a piece of cloth back from it. Just because I might be able to then put that towards different piece of clothing and get that with a little bit more condition to it. Food-wise, I think... Yeah, I mean, we got a lot there, but we're also pretty good stomach-wise, so we should be okay. And do I still have... Yeah, I have that. I can harvest that for a bit of cloth, so we'll do that to start warming up a little bit. And... Oof. Oh, actually, there's no point in... That doesn't give us any warmth bonus, so you know what? I might as well actually harvest that, too. Hypothermia risk is healed. that. Oh, hang on. Do I have a piece of cured... I do have some cured leather. Okay, I might be able to do a little bit of work here. Okay, we'll start probably with the boots, just to repair those. There we go, that gets some condition back to those. I only give plus 0.1, but you know what, it might be worth it just to have something on our hands, so I'm going to use that on them. Bugger! Let's try again, and hopefully it does work. Because again, cloth is very finite, to the point we no longer have any. But yeah, that gave us a little bit more, so... it at least feels above 0 in here. Not much, but better than the alternative. Take that. Pop out, see what it's like out, and maybe have a little bit of sleep, and then end the video there. And I'll take that to... we'll get a sleep, and then next week... we should be good to start going in that new direction we haven't explored yet. No idea what will be that way, but we can always hope it's something of value, or, again, we have our sights on some things to really help us out. For now, though, we will end today's episode of The Long Dark right here. Thank you all very much for joining me on this episode of the series. If you did like the video, be sure to give it a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure to leave in the comments right down below. Until I do see you all in the next video or episode, survivors, please remember, as always, to take care and stay alive.